Draw, hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused him beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth who refused to belong. No-name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie, unseen.
don't make no difference.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist. Let me tell you about the young man. Matter of fact, I'ma let Push tell that. Take it about the old man. Had to change her heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life. Walked around with a long quick like Jesus, that Colombiana, that's mere models like. Yeah. Look at the flick of that wrist. I'm feeling like Leonardo. Let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle. On the road to success, I can feel the throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope. Type when I write. And that old man had to change her heart. Wish he knew it back from the start. Like, looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it, my man was gone quicker than Domino's. He in jail. Everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Wilson Seahawks. So let's get you up to CenturyLink Field in Seattle. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll hand to Rawls. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year, because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Olsen over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st and 10, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett able to get him for a loss of about 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, But any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen from 13 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Uses his stiff arm. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
Now Wilson on second down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mario Addison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. In the slot on the right is Graham. Third and long. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
On first down, Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing again here, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Newton. Man open left side is Brown. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Taken in at the 11. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They'll come out in the pistol. On third down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here, the NFL on EA Sports. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escapes the sack. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Charles Johnson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Wake up! Wake up!
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Rolls. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Third down. Here's Rawls. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin bounced back from an ACL injury in 2015 to really good health in 2016 and had a 100-plus yard game early in the season, so it looked like he was all the way back. But Brandon, the rest of the year, never broke 100 yards again.
That is hard to believe. He had a stretch late in the season. He went 18 yards, 11 yards, 20 yards. That's just not what you expect from him and the Panthers.
Not at all. I don't think it's all his fault, but they're going to be looking for another breakout season from him next year.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And it's incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He hits Stewart in the flat. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. And Newton's going to keep it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak. nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. After the run, Newton going to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And Gibbs got it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Newton on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Here's Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That close to taking a 4th quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
No, I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
On third down, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. Now it's Ginn. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Now it's Newton. It's brought in right side by Ginn. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. 2 yards to go here on third down. Third and 2, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting...
And a loose football. Rawls loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it now. Here's Marcel Reese. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Here's Wilson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Another pistol look here. Wilson to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's John Ryan now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Here's Ginn. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He's got a man, complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it all comes down to the right foot of... And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets tripped up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. One receiver left, three to the right. On first down, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Again has it complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third down and 3. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Newton on third down. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
On second down, here's Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And it is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go... defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down inbounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Complete out right to Kurtz. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Taking it about the 36. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brock Coyle coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And they're going to speed things up here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Here's Andy Lee now. On for a very important punt here in overtime.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will be their 3rd and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, big crowd right here.
Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw is Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack.
Hey, big crowd right here. 59-5, 59-5. Check. 36 foul. Check 31, check 31.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Newton on first down. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Second and 10. Newton again. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
On first down, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing again is Newton. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On first down, it's Newton. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Again, Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Partner, I know the ball security's preach like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.